In 1885, Annie Crook was kidnapped from the sweet shop where she worked, and simultaneously Prince Eddie was forced into a carriage which galloped away in the opposite direction. It was the last the young newlywed couple ever saw of each other. Prince Eddie was taken back to Buckingham Palace and strictly forbidden to leave the premises. Annie Crook was illegally incarcerated at Guy's Hospital, where one of Queen Victoria's doctors, the wicked Sir William Gull, picked some of her brain out with tweezers, turning her into a mentally retarded, pathetic shadow of her former self. However, Annie Crook had told several friends about her marriage to the young prince. Annie had just given birth to a baby, a bastard heir to the British throne. Dr. William Gull kept Annie Crook imprisoned for 156 days in Guy's Hospital, and then sent her and her baby to workhouses where they were used as slave labour. One of Annie's friends, a young girl called Mary Kelly, worked part-time as a prostitute at Whitechapel in East London. Mary Kelly and a group of her friends decided to write a blackmail letter demanding money from the royal family. The year was 1888. The Hermetic Order of the Golden Dawn had been formed the same year. Freemasons marched in full ceremonial regalia in public. The Bavarian Illuminati had splintered into a secret society inside another secret society. All the thrones of Europe were occupied by royal Masons. What Mary Kelly and her group of friends had not counted on is that not only were they trying to blackmail royal Masons, they were blackmailing psychopathic Crowned-Killers who would prefer to kill rather than give over a single penny of their wealth. The occult powers behind the throne convened a special meeting at the Royal Alpha Lodge in Kensington Palace. This elite group of Masons called themselves Princes of the Blood Royal. And they decided to form a ruthless hunting party which would hunt down and ritually murder Mary Kelly and her friends, thus putting an end to the blackmail attempt. Sir Charles Warren, a senior Freemason and head of the Metropolitan Police, provided intelligence on the whereabouts of Mary Kelly and her female friends. Sir William Gull prepared grapes injected with opium and alcohol, which would be offered to the girls. John Netley, a ruffian coach driver who worked for several aristocrats, would supply transportation. And J.K. Stephen, a socialite of Victorian London, would act as a lookout whilst the ritualized murders would take place inside Netley's horse-drawn carriage. According to the diaries of Inspector Aberline of Scotland Yard, diaries which were sealed in wax and held in safekeeping by the Victorian Impressionist painter and friend of Prince Eddie, William Sickert, the so-called Jack the Ripper murders were not the work of one crazy individual. These were meticulously planned ritual murders conducted in the Masonic tradition by a large group of aristocrats who hunted the young female victims rather like a country expedition killing foxes.